Say hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, wow. Hello,
Well,
hello.
welcome, everyone. This is another episode of Nightmares of the Crypt. Because our amazing DM for our usual campaign is still training, and she is doing an amazing job, and we cannot wait to see her again.
I miss her so much.
I do too. But until then, you suffer. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No.
Am I? I don't know. So, I'll go ahead and get it started with the usual Griffin Co. Thank you, Griffin Co, for being our longest time sponsor. You guys, please check them out at griffinco.com. They make amazing things like 3D printed minis. They make laser engravings. They do all kinds of stuff. Check them out. Why have you not yet if you haven't? And on checkout, enter Fabled42 to get 22% off your purchase with them. Just let them know that, we sent you and we love them and you love them and we all love each other. Next up, go ahead, Avaran. Chris?
Thank you very much. And yes, you should definitely check out Griffin Co. But while you're doing so, you should also check out Underground Oracle because they create a lot of great resources for players and DMs alike. They have their Cypher system going with Harrow the Blighted Plane, and then of course the recent module Wild Space. Just lots of cool artwork. Cool character designs. It's just really fun stuff. And you can be patrons of their Patreon for $3 a month. You can get free content through their Cypher shorts. So just a lot of cool stuff to check out. You can find them at undergroundoracle.com or Drive Through RPG.
Man, what really helps you play your RPGs? Dope gaming accessories that you can get from our rebranded sponsors, Nine Realms Creations. If you check out their websites at Nine Realms... Wait, did we confirm? Did they change the website too?
I think it's actually they haven't switched it yet, so it's still the old.
Okay, so you're gonna go to www.nimesrealmgaming.com to find dope handmade products made of natural woods, with pretty cool gaming accessories. And when you go to your checkout bin, you're gonna enter promo code Fabled42 to get 10% off your next purchase. And the only thing better than a cool dice tower are dope dice to throw it in.
Amen. Amen.
Nice segue to have me jump in, open the next tab over to the thecriticaldice.com for you to be able to purchase a dice subscription every month, a different set of dice. You don't know what material you're going to get, but you can browse their wares if you wanted to. Let's just, for instance, say you're a blue dice roller. You say, I feel blue today. They have dice you can purchase on the website, or you could try to roll, test your luck, see what you get. We also have a promo code with them. I believe it is 20% off with Fabled42 at checkout. So if you want to go ahead and get that promo as well, you can. Also, we do giveaways for the Critical Dice. We will have one at our break, and we will have one at the end of the stream. So what you will do, I will put it in chat right now, is pipe exclamation giveaway exclamation critical. I did giveaway. And you will be entered in to potentially receive some critical dice. And then we will have you contact someone to get them. But other than that, go ahead. Feel free to enter in, and we'll start collecting the souls for the critical dice.
The souls.
That's the best way I've introduced how we do our giveaways. We will collect the souls and see who is the lucky winner of the dice. And then whenever you're done with that, after you've tabbed over to all those tabs, the next thing you'll want to do is head over to our YouTube channel. You can also scroll right below on the Twitch page, but right below we have our YouTube, where we have everything archived over from since the start of the channel, as well as all of our one-shots or any other fun things we've done on the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to do something fun once we hit 1,000 subscribers on the Fable42 YouTube channel. So you should definitely check it out. If there's anything you've missed from just this campaign, maybe you're like, weird, this isn't the normal Crypt Creatures. What's going on here? And you need some lore update. that will have your lore update because, well, everything is in there at the YouTube, the archives. So, oh, that is all the talking I've done for today. I'm now 30. I'm going to fall asleep. Goodbye.
And we love it. Yes. We just celebrated Mackenzie's birthday this weekend, and we're gonna keep celebrating it. So give her all the love and support and bits and inspiration and things in chat, so I don't kill her today. Just like let today not be the day, because like a couple of years ago, back when me and Anne were co-playing together in Realms of Ukador, on her birthday, we had an incident with a spell.
With a mind flare?
With a spell that went awry.
Oh wait, when you fucking tried to kill your own fucking...
Shut up! I did not mean to! I did not mean to!
Oh, the thunderclap?
The DM didn't read the rules! The DM didn't read the rules right! Anyway, but
Sure. Just like you famously read the rules perfectly all the time.
I do now. I do. So
now,
let's definitely keep Mackenzie / Toddle alive. I mean,
please. I'm dead. I'm already dead.
Yeah.
However, Toddle is a very, very smart good boy who needs to see the end of this.
Won't someone think of Toddle?
Please. He's a cute little boy. Please. Well, little.
Guys, come on. He's got to get killed by Lander, all right?
Oh, that would be horrible. Oh my god.
Wow. Already plotting. Well, as you all know, you can give bits and for inspiration and luck. Also, if you're a sub, you get 1 free luck and inspiration to give to any player or the DM of your choice. And if you are on our Patreon, that gives you another pool of inspiration and luck to give. I think someone here has like a total of 4 luck and inspiration that they can give out to anyone that they wish. So, yeah, do the thing. Help us out. Keep them alive. Or help me kill them in a fantastic way. Anyway, last we left off, our team finally made their way to a warm light in a desolate, dark, cold forest of dread. Once they walked into the light, they found that it was actually a beautiful town full of herringon and love and support and just all the things that you would find in a very loving, close-knit community, okay? It was fantastic. It was a dream. It was a dream. As they kind of got a little bit more comfortable in a tavern, kind of planning their next moves to prepare them for whatever comes next, some weird things started happening when they spoke out against the perfection of this town. Strange, unexplainable instances that only occurred once something was outwardly spoken. There was once with Avaran, just kind of coming out and asking, "Hey, I think someone died from your city in the forest." And then there was another time where Vera, even knowing that it could possibly happen, even speaking in a very, very hushed tone, said something against the town, and everyone felt that there was a dark entity just in the peripheral of their vision, and those who tried to look on the sly got met with a very sharp, eldritch-looking eye. And when they actually just looked from the shock, everything was fine. Everything was perfect, just like it was before. Nothing happened. They were probably just paranoid. And they all have their rooms now. It was free of charge because it's a perfect place. And besides the main room, Avaran and Vera have a special room because Miss Muffin, who is kind of the co-owner of this establishment, saw a little bit of a spark between Avaran and Vera, or she thought. She saw a wink and she was like, "Oh, y'all trying to get nasty." So they have 2 rooms, one for, regular rest, another one just to be cordial and nasty if they want. And we left off with Toddle walking outside to get a bit more fresh air and to kind of do a walkabout the town and see if they could find a good route out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we come back to you, Toddle.
Okay.
You just left the inn and you are starting your walkabout. It's up to you what you want to do.
Very first thing I want to do. I don't want to go invisible yet. Toddle does have invisibility, but he's not going to go invisible yet. He's going to look around. I think the last thing I wanted to see was just looking at what's up at this hour and trying to just like see if he can see what happens when the city sleeps. Is it totally quiet? What's happening? So if you need me to roll anything, let me know. But
so you want to be doing this walkabout during because I think it was getting twilight last time. So around twilight tonight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're walking about during this twilight, it is a little bit calmer. There are still some heron gun, out and about, but most of them are kind of like simmering down and, bringing their young into the house. And it just becomes more quiet, still lively in a certain sense, but way less foot traffic than when you first got here. There's still, you would assume that some of the inhabitants here, work, like a graveyard shift, if you will, to keep certain things in motion. But it is a little bit more calmer at night or at twilight. It has not hit night yet. And they are still, the ones that pass you by are still very friendly. They wave at you. They smile. Some that you have not seen yet, they outwardly welcome you as if you just got into the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go? Toddle he's gonna go back to where we came from and see where those arches and try to investigate.
Sure, go right ahead. You walk up to, how close do you want to get to the arches?
As close as possible without going in.
Okay. You can definitely walk right up to it. And you can just get right up there and you see there's this, it's almost like a ripple. So it's an archway, it's wide open, there's no door, but between this town and the outer lands, in the opening, there is a slight ripple to kind of show you, make you aware of the separation in between the two. And like before, I think it was you, it might have been Vera, I don't remember, but as you look through the archway, it looks horrendous out there. It looks like death incarnate. It looks worse than you remember it when you were actually going through it. It's horrifying. And go ahead and do that investigation check.
Okay. My monitor. 15.
15 investigation.
Oh, real quick. Do I still have advantage because I had that hug?
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
All right, let me try. Okay, yeah, no, 15.
Okay. As you look at the archway, you see that it's beautifully made, beautifully crafted. The carvings, it's it's almost like it's not carvings. It's almost like the indentions were actually naturally grown in, but the natural crevice in between like wood and bark and vines as it grows.
Mm-hmm.
So it blends in very well to the actual material of the archway. And let's see. On the sides, there are bits of greenery. You remember from when you were on the other side, the archway, it looked more dead. Like the branches on the outside that were kind of like branching outward from the door, from the arch, were a lot more spiked, rigid kind of branches. Here it's very lush. There's greenery. There are little fruits, like little like berries here and there, like someone like kind of very heavily garnished this side. And you do read on the top that it says Flora's favor. And with your investigation, you know that Flora is, some would say, the daughter of the god of the earth.
Okay.
Some would say that she came directly from him.
Okay.
And you do remember your Herringon friend saying that his people worshipped kind of that god and kind of his earthiness. They called him kind of like the bringer of bounty.
Uh-huh.
So this kind of falls in line to what your Herringon friend kind of is used to, you would assume.
Mm-hmm.
And Toddle, can you read Sylvan?
No,
Okay.
I cannot.
As you look at the seem to be natural kind of engraving of this archway, you can at least make out that there's words around the whole arch, and it's very, very, it looks elvish, but it's way more elaborate. So you would know that it's something in Sylvan.
Okay.
And that's what you would know.
Thank you. Toddle's gonna take all this down. And just take note because he thinks that's basically he's just trying to look for an exit route right now.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks we might have to go back out that way.
Mm-hmm.
He is gonna, after he takes all this down to bring back to these two after they're sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna turn around and see is there like it's late at night, is there like a I want to find a map. I want to find a map of this area and
Mhm.
see where the passages out of this town are.
Okay. I would say after taking a look around and familiarizing yourself a little bit with the town,
Mhm.
you do find kind of like a general store.
Right.
It's actually, it kind of comes off as like a floral shop,
Mm-hmm.
but on a more intricate look, you would find that it is actually kind of like a overall general shop.
Okay. Tuttle will walk in and try to see if try to get the attention of anyone.
Excellent. As Toddle walks through the threshold, Vera, we come to you. What are you doing?
So just double check. Last we left off, we were in the room, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And Avron went to go check the other room.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, but I think that after you like looked through that room, you went back to the main room.
So just to recap, I went to the for lack of a better word, sex dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
collected a bottle of oil
Mhm.
that I found because I felt I could find other uses for it.
Uh-huh.
Closed the door and then met Vera in the normal room.
This-
Cool.
okay. All right. So,
While Avron was gone, Vera would have like started searching through the room and like checking like the windows, seeing like any like drawers or like just looking for anything that might be weird or locked.
why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check?
I don't even need to check anything because that was a nat 1.
Ooh. Did you get a hug? I forget. Did you get a hug also from Miss Muffins?
Oh yeah. Oh, and I had the
No, you didn't. That's right. You didn't hug Miss Muffins. Never mind. That was only Toddle.
Paula was
I-
really impressed with Miss Muffins.
He had he gave me inspiration.
Who did?
You did.
A D4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I'm Go for it.
Got a 4 and then adding my investigation.
Mm-hmm.
My total is a
I'm
5.
4. I'm 4. I'm 4. I'm 4. Fuck your genius.
You
You're not
can't.
there.
You're not there.
You're not there.
You
Wait,
have to,
really?
You have to see
I have
them
to
to
be
do
there?
that.
That's
Yeah.
not how that works. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta
Really?
like you can't just be like flash of genius somewhere.
I point in your direction. Seriously, I didn't know that. I thought it was just like, no, add 4. Here you go.
you have to
Oh, and
see
you can see
them.
within 30 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
how would that logically work? I want you to think about like how that logically worked.
You never know until you
Toddle
try.
can see you
Under
through the
pressure.
window of the room.
Oh yeah, of course.
You never know until you try. So a total of 5. You said, Vera. Is that correct?
Uh,
Yeah.
oof.
Oh, so you don't have any. Okay. So with that 5, you actually get something. And just to let everyone know, all the viewers know, when I give a player as a DM a D4 inspiration, it can be used for anything. I literally told them it could be used for anything. So even a nat 1, it can be used on that. Otherwise, it would have been a fail. With a 5, you're looking around, you're looking at the windows, you're looking for any exits, was it?
Yeah, and like anything that may be locked.
With the 5, you unfortunately don't find anything that is locked or hidden. However, you do see that since you are on the top floor, there is a second window that one typically wouldn't see. Actually, it's not even a window. It's like a hatch. So besides the huge windows that you guys have like on the balcony, because Vera, as an air genasi, did ask them to, make sure, they can get some good airflow where they are, good windows, and you got your wish. However, there is a hatch in the ceiling, and you would remember, like, oh yeah, we are on the top level, so that would be the roof.
So there's roof access.
You don't see any stairs heading up to it, but you do see a hatch to what you would believe would be the roof.
How far away, like, is it in the middle of the room or is it like in like a hallway area? Like, is there a wall close by?
In the middle of the room, in the middle of the ceiling.
Okay.
So as Vera
When
takes some
looking
time
at the
to
walls,
think-
do they have like a banister?
Yes, they do. You can even see there are some like beams and stuff. So there is a banister, there are like beams, for
All right,
support.
Vera's gonna attempt to like kind of kick off the wall and use the banister of leverage to like see if they can like grab one of the beams and like it could support their weight.
Give me an acrobatics check.
$26.
Whoo! Everin, you see Vera start just very elegantly flipping and parkouring like up the wall and onto one of the beams. What do you do?
I close the door behind me so that no one else sees this.
Smart.
Um, and then I just call up to Vera. What do you see up there?
There's it looks like we might have access to the roof.
Oh, I see it now. Is that door locked?
Let's find out. Vera's gonna reach out and attempt to open the hatch.
You do so, and it is locked.
Is there a keyhole or a latch that I can see?
It looks like there is a keyhole. Yes.
How? Okay. How high am I in comparison to Avran?
How high are you compared to Avaran?
Yeah.
I haven't smoked anything.
I'm gonna say, because this is a very lavish, it's almost like a loft room. I'm gonna say that right now you are probably a good 15, 20 feet higher than Avaran.
Okay. Vera is going to attempt to hold themselves in place underneath the latch using their feet and their hands. Okay. They will then reach into their pocket in the back, take out their thieves' tools, and lay it on their chest and unfurl it.
Okay. So you're kind of like Spider-Manning right now.
Never more than 3 grips in place. So it's always one hand, but they can switch.
I like it.
And then they could also use take the tool they need, put it in their mouth, then secondary tool,
I like it. Go for it.
All right. I'm going to attempt to pick the lock.
As you do, roll with disadvantage because this is a very tricky position you find yourself in.
17 plus 11. 28.
28. With disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 and a 19.
Okay.
Jesus.
You and it is now unlocked.
Aaron, I think I've got it. And then we're just gonna push it open.
And you do so. As you push it open, Tuttle, you walk through the threshold of the general shop, flower shop. You are like one of 3 people. It looks like 2 other people or Harangon are kind of looking around, doing a little bit of shopping. And behind the countertop in the back, you see a kind of like an older Harangon lady who seems to kind of be slowly kind of falling asleep on the counter. She has a fur coat of kind of like a very light purple, very, very, very light purple. Her hair is very curly and it's kind of like it's giving Marilyn Monroe vibes. It's very curly, wavy situation.
Yeah, with the big wah. Yeah.
And of course has ribbons and along with flowers on each ear, and it's kind of wearing this. It's in between like a work gown and a nightgown. It's like a perfect mesh. It looks like it's good for work, but it looks very, very comfortable. And she's wearing these huge glasses that make her eyes just look so wide. And you can see that she has like bright, like I'm gonna say her eyes are probably more of like a light red. Light red. Like somewhere between red and hazel.
Okay.
And she's just like
Okay. I'm gonna look around the shop. I'm just gonna try to find like some kind of description of like a map or anything abnormal looking. Anything that looks out of the ordinary. Like what I mean is like I don't have detect magic, but like I want to see if there's anything that doesn't look like it should be a part before I would ask the shopkeep. I'm gonna do so as quietly as possible.
okay, so just to make sure I heard you correctly, you don't
Yeah.
want to do it like a detect magic, but you want to see if anything catches your eye?
Yeah, basically anything that would aid me in my journey of trying to like figure out if something is awry, as well as it's kind of a two things, that and anything that's like a map resembling a map that we can get out,
Go ahead.
or like an unknown of the area.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And with advantage. This is going
Fuck.
to be the tail end of that warm hug you got from Mrs. Muffin.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Miss Muffin.
This is the last roll that you get with advantage.
Okay, I got a nat 1 on my original, but I re-rolled and got a 7.
Take the 7
8,
plus
9, 10,
stuff.
11.
That's better.
Yeah.
11.
We'll take 7 plus 11.
Okay. So as you're looking around for anything that you could feel like is awry, like you're looking for like hints and signs, you're trying to like, listen in on any kind of passerby conversation between the other Hiringon that are kind of in the establishment as well. They're speaking Sylvan to each other, so you can't understand them. Everything looks pretty normal. Well, normal for this town, which is perfect. Everything looks really, really nice. Right. With that 11, you do come upon it's like a skinny bookcase almost, but there's like tons and tons of scrolls in it. It's just like a bookcase of like squirrels kind of popping out at you. And you do find that a portion of them are maps.
Okay. Toddle's gonna take a look. He's gonna, obviously look and make sure they can be touched. But yeah, he's gonna want to investigate that.
They can be touched, and it's almost like when you put your hand forward, like one kind of like slides out just like a tad. It's almost like a magnetic pull to your hand. One just kind of like slides out in a very peculiar way.
Interesting. Okay, Toddle's gonna take note of that, and I'm gonna grab it and see what this says. What do I see?
So you grab the one that slightly kind of slid out?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You grab it and you open it. There is like this beautiful pink ribbon on it. As you kind of like slide the ribbon off and kind of like unwind it, at the top it says Flora's Favor Fluffle. And you know that this is the map of this particular town. And you know what's funny?
Beautiful.
The town is shaped like a rabbit face.
Oh, interesting. So there's 2 forks.
Yeah.
Cool.
And-
okay, so
and as you
which
look
way
at
is
it-
the archway?
The archway is like the neck. like where you would assume like the neck of a herringon to be.
Okay.
That's the archway that was going in, and that you see like in the main kind of circulation of it. Mrs. Muffin's Tavern is like right smack dab in the middle, so it looks like the nose of the rabbit face, and then above that there's like these two beautiful they're almost like parks in a way, and those parks actually look like, you know, rabbit eyes, and then the ears that kind of go, you know, separate ways. It looks like there is another opening at the tip of each ear. So now you know that there are a total of 3 entryways / exit ways of this town.
Beautiful. Okay. He's gonna take it over and gently, I'm assuming the bar there, where she's sleeping is like at level where Tuttle is, and he's gonna just like waddle up and he's
actually this place was made for kind of people of your size, so it's very normal to you, which is strange.
Correct. Okay.
Which is strange for you.
Yes, that is weird. Yeah, Tuttle is like, I think, a little delighted by that. So he'll find it's kind of like finding an extra 20 in one in the books you're reading. You know, it's like one of those extra little things that. So he's a little chipper. He's in a good mood. And of course the hug from Miss Stuffins, that was a big boost today. He is going to go gently over to the shopkeep and very, very gently pat her and just be like, hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hi. We come to Avaran. What are you doing?
So Vera has just opened the hatch to the ceiling. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my rope out of my pack. I am tying it around my waist and then throwing it over one of the beams so that as it comes over, I can then grab it and pull myself up to his level.
I love the fuckery that's happening in this room right now. You guys are like going all like spy agent. It's like dun 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 dun.
Secret agent.
Go ahead and make me a This could be either acrobatics or strength. You make your choice.
Let's see, acrobatics or strength, just regular strength check.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Or athletics, okay. Ooh, thank you, Critical Dice, for giving me a 16 plus an 8, which is 24.
You almost hear like this secret agent music as you're doing this. You wrap it around and you start going up. And everything is going perfectly. And you make it closer to Vera.
What an interesting song you hum. Is this something to do with rope in your culture?
It's just something I hum to myself when I'm particularly impressed with what I'm doing.
I see. Vera will make their way through the hatch and then like have their hand out like for the rope.
You do so. There is no complications here.
Cool, so we're both up on the beam now?
Yeah.
No, I'm on the other side. I'm outside.
Oh, you're outside. Gotcha.
Ah, I see. So you're putting your hand through to bring up Avaran. Is that right?
Yes.
I see. Vera, go ahead and make a strength check. Avaran, are you helping? Or are you just like letting them?
Well, so we know that the beam was like 15, 20 feet above where I was. What's the height from the beam to the ceiling?
Oh, that's about where you guys are. That's within like a 10-foot range or less. So yeah, it's fine.
It would have to be less if I was able to use the beam to pick the lock on.
You Everin are like slightly shorter than the top of the roof. So
okay.
I'm gonna say you're like maybe
7 feet then.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a 7 foot between where you're standing and the ceiling, so it's very easy for you to like just reach
Okay.
up.
Oh yeah, then I'm just gonna pull myself up through the latch
Okay. Well,
or
Vera,
hatch.
Vera, go ahead and give me a athletics check. No, do a straight strength with advantage.
If you made it athletics, it would be the same.
Um,
Wait,
Don't
you said advantage?
yeah.
Oh, okay. 10.
10. 10 will do it. You do have to struggle a bit because Avaran is more dense than you. You are, I mean, you're lean, but you're still, you're very light as
I
being
mean, I
an
also just straight up
Aerogenite.
have a -1 in strength. That's my dumb stat.
Yeah, there you go. But you do both make it through the hatch, and what you see is this beautiful twilight sky. It's been twilight for a while now. Both of you give me a nature check.
Nature. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
12 for you, Vera.
That one.
ooh,
What is Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Vera, it is breathtaking. It's beautiful out here. It's as you would have expected. It's like more airy, more breezy up here. So you're getting a nice feel of comfort from just the airflow around you. Avaran, you see the same as Vera, but you having knowledge of kind of like time, night and day, the natural gradation of the sky from day to night. It's been twilight for a long time, and you think that nighttime here is just twilight. It's never fully dark here.
interesting.
And as you're up top, you look down on kind of like the town around you. And it has an interesting shape. This is a very interestingly shaped town. You can just like, you're still kind of closer to the ground, so you don't see like the grand scheme of everything, but you can still see kind of like the borders or whatever. And this is a very interestingly shaped town. You see now that there is a ladder up here that goes down to the bottom level of this room. It's one of those collapsibles. And yeah, it's a very beautiful sight. Why don't you both give me an investigation check?
All right. Okay. 9.
9. Vera?
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. Vera, you feeling as light as a feather, like you just feeling at home up here. You kind of like start making your way around the rooftop. And you can see that there are other like not trapdoor, but like latch doors in other areas that you will assume to be the other top floor rooms. And you look over the sides, and there is kind of like on two sides there's like this pile of rope, and kind of as you like pick up the rope and look at it, it's one of those like ladder ropes. It's tied in like a certain knot pattern, so like these ropes are actually a ladder that can just be rolled up and unrolled. And it seems that they're pretty long, so they could probably go down the sides of this entire establishment. That's what you see.
Okay.
Avaran, by the way, one other thing. You can't see the outer lands up here. It's just endless twilight. It's like you don't recognize anything beyond kind of like the city limits, because even out there it looks perfect. But
It's a Truman Show.
But you know that that's not what the outside looks like. But when you, from where you're standing, look down southward and take a look at that archway that you guys came from, it's like a black dot on your radar. It's like the archway, the tiny archway that you can see from way up here, just black.
So like what's within the archway is just black, but everything around it is still twilight.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that's all that you see up here, the both of you.
I turn to Vera. My friend, do you have any way to make yourself invisible or to not be noticed?
I have many such tricks.
I have a ring that I picked up in hell that I can use to pass people without a trace. And I could use that. I feel like we need to not be seen outside of this tavern. So I suggest you use whatever's in your abilities to make yourself invisible, and we should try and find our friend Tottle.
Sounds like a plan.
And so with that, I'm going to use my ring's ability. And I mean, the way I always imagine Pass Without a Trace is almost like when you're watching the movie The Predator, you can still see like his general shape, but he's got like that kind of camouflage behind him. So like if anyone was looking very closely at me, they would be like, oh wait, there's someone there. But, only if they focused on me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you activate it right now?
Yes, because I don't want to be seen on the rooftop or, trying to get down.
Okay. As you do so, the ring kind of releases its kind of magical abilities and cloaks the both of you in kind of this twilight dust, ashes of shadow, and you believe that you disappear. And as you look over and you see that Vera has been encompassed in this same power, you know that this can, you are reminded that this can be used in a like a mass group.
Huh. Well, that's something I didn't expect. This is my first time using my ring, so I didn't know that it also encompassed you.
Vera, who's familiar with a similar ability because they can cast Pass Without a Trace, goes, yes, I am familiar with the spell. It is an interesting trick. However, you did save me using some of my own ki.
Well, that works to our benefit. Now, all right, we got to find a way down from here somehow. Do you see anything we can maybe climb down?
DM, do I see anything we can climb down?
You do. You see that the rope ladder that I told you about before that goes all the way down to the ground.
Sorry, I was having some camera issues.
Gotcha. But yeah, there are 2 rope ladders on either side of this rooftop. One is pointing west, and the other one is pointing east. So you can decide which side you would like to rappel down.
I will go down the east, attempting to be as stealthy as possible.
Okay.
Likewise, because I'm not sure how close I have to stay to Vera so that it still makes both of us semi-invisible.
Why don't you both go ahead and roll me a...
As long as we're within 30 feet.
Yes. Why don't you both go ahead and roll me a stealth check, and remember to add your bonus of 10 from the magic.
36.
Ooh. Okay.
33.
Oh, wait. I have actually advantage on stealth. Hold on.
47! Shit.
A million bajillion.
Add 4. So 40.
40?
Yeah.
Wow, I was joking, but okay. Yeah, you guys are not fucking seen. You feel like you're being pretty fucking stealthy. You feel like even you are losing track of yourself every now and then. It's just like, oh wait, where am I? And you guys rappel down to the ground perfectly. Toddle, we come back to you on this shop, and this little Herringon in front of you kind of like fixes her glasses and, you know, looks at you with these huge eyes. And she's like, oh, good evening. How may I help you?
Oh, I need to purchase this map. And lays the scroll down. And do you have a few health potions by any chance? It's just on you.
Oh no, unfortunately we don't have any of those. We haven't had any alchemist potions for a while, but we have plenty of herbs. If you know the way, I can help you with herbs.
Yeah, could I purchase some herbs? That would be great. I would love to get like a mixed batch so I can experiment with and mix them.
Of course you
I assume
can.
she can look at me. I assume she looks at Toddle and sees all the bottles and she's just like, oh yeah, this person knows what he's doing.
As well as like the cuts and bruises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Well, let me look at this. Oh, you have a town map of our home. I love that you want to familiarize yourself with it. You should stay. It's a wonderful place here.
I actually am a cartographer. Yeah, I actually am a cartographer and like to map my journeys of all the places I've gone. This is definitely one of the more generous areas I've been to.
Oh, well, you won't find any place like here.
Definitely.
Well, okay.
How much for the map? Yeah.
Well, let me just put this to the side and let me find some other of our herbs to kind of bring it all together to tell you how much it would be. If you can follow me over here, I can show you to the florist section.
Oh, okay. The florist section.
Yes, that's where we keep all of our herbs that can be used for healing. Is that not okay? I thought you wanted to...
I was looking at himself and he's just kind of like, you know what? I might have some leftover healing. I would love to experiment, but you know what? Maybe I should just bandage myself up. I'll just take the map if possible.
Well, sure, if that's what you want, but
Okay.
You're staying with Miss Muffin, right?
It's given that that's the only place in town that we can stay as outsiders, I believe so.
No one sees you as outsiders here. We love visitors.
Okay.
And you know what? Since Miss Muffin is taking care of you, it's on the house. And you know, stay right here. And she's gonna kind of walk around the countertop and go over to where there's, you know, kind of like a cascade of different greenery. And she's gonna start like plucking flowers, and you see her grabbing a couple of different colored berries, and you see her gathering kind of like different leaves. And she goes, I think that'll do. And she puts them together in like a little bunches, and then she comes over and kind of like puts these on the countertop. And you can have these as well, free of charge. Just let Miss Muffin let her know that I said hi, and thank you for her delicious muffins the other day.
I can do that. So this is a total thing. He's gonna be uncomfortable with not paying because as someone who's worked as a merchant for this organization he's in for so long, there's no way he would never just like give things away for free. That to him is like not gonna be not adequate, not at all doable in his vocabulary. So he's gonna be like rummaging through his inventory. You're gonna see him like looking under his sleeves, going into his bag, just like looking through all these things. And basically, he's gonna be trying to find anything that might be of value to this town, since they don't seem to value coin.
Okay.
So, you guys, let's see. Oh, I got it perfect. So, in my inventory, so these were actually from. So these were from Hell. I'm not sure if this is going to have an effect on anything, but he's going to pull out some. There's succulents we got in Hell with Calamity and myself, and they're shaped like stars. He's gonna pull a couple of those out and leave it on a nearby table with a little like he'll have like a little thank you note that he'll draw up real quick and put that there.
Okay.
As kind of an offering.
And
because he's like, nope.
And you do so, and you can just feel as you're beginning to walk out that the other Herringon that were in there kind of is intrigued by this new flower, and they're like walking over and they're like, oh, and then the woman behind the counter fixes her kind of glasses and slowly walks over. What is this? And that's the last thing that you hear before you walk out.
Side note, yes. On that note as well, the thank you note, it tells you the notes of this homebrewed item. Basically, it tastes great, it heals 1d4, and it can be worked as like a tranquilizer if you brew it with some other stuff. So,
Gotcha.
Don't know if that's of any effect to them, but tell us to walk out. Take it. He has already gotten the look of the map. So the last thing he's gonna do is he's gonna walk. He's gonna visually go to the two paths and just stand and see if there's like, just walk across town. We'll start with the left side, or what would be like. Well, if I'm looking at a bunny shape, I assume we're heading north. And then which one would be to the west?
You're actually
first.
Okay.
Oh.
You would know that the florist's general store that you were just in, you would know because of the map that that's actually located in the right ear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you do know that you would walk south until you get to that part where like the city meets, and then so you walk there, you find your way easily, and you're looking for
I just wanted to see, he's gonna look and see, so maybe I can look at the map, but he's gonna see if there's any direct, like anything that tells them where they're going from here. So like if I were to continue walking along the path, where am I going?
Gotcha. Hey, Blackwater D&D, good to see you, friends. Hope your day's going well. So as you're walking this path, you would know that if you kept walking to the next ear, you would be going northwest. You'll be going northwest to the left ear, and to like the next door that you know. Since you know that there are at the top of each ear of this bunny shaped town, there are other like archways, and you know that you
More
are
arches.
going,
Okay.
yeah. So you know that there are 3 arches total going in and out of the city. One in the south, which is like kind of like the neck of the bunny head, and one in each of the ears, the tips.
And we came from the south. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I lied. I'm gonna do one more thing. He's gonna note all that down on the map. Is there a library?
There is. And you would know that the library is in the left ear, which you are walking towards.
Cool. I'm gonna walk into the library.
Okay.
If it's open.
All right. As you walk to the library, Avaran and Vera, you've touched down on the twilight ground, and you are looking for Toddle.
That was my intention. Yes. Did we see Toddle exit the flower shop or enter the library?
I don't think that's
Nope.
anywhere close to where we are.
Okay.
Do you have any idea of where they might have gone to?
No, unfortunately, Toddle didn't say which way he was going. I'm gonna look kind of to like take in the scene of the town just to see kind of like if I can surmise which way Toddle would have gone.
Okay. Mackenzie?
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did I not cast message to one of them and let them know that I was going to be exploring?
You cast
You
it to
said
Vera.
you're exploring, but you did not say where you were going or what you were doing.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. So back to Everin and Vera. So as you look around and try to surmise where Toddle would have gone, give me an investigation check.
Let's see, 6.
I don't find shit, not one.
Where'd he go?
You know that Toddle definitely went to like look for gadgets. Definitely went to go look for things to build something. So you're looking for a place that sells like hard.
I wonder if they
things.
have a blacksmithery or a lab of some sorts.
Well, that certainly would be the type of place that Toddle would go. I say that's where we start. And so I'm going to, slowly creep forward, kind of looking for any sort of armor shop, blacksmith, or laboratory of sorts.
Okay, 1 second. I just got information, and I'm just like, wait, what? All right, anyway, great. Yep. Great. All right. So yes, you go towards that area, and I would say that as you are moving about, that it's easy for you to kind of surmise different kinds of smithy shops and whatnot. You do come across one that says Devon's Smithery.
How open is it to the outside? Is it like your typical medieval blacksmith where it's just like an awning with like a forge underneath it, or is it like an enclosed shop?
It's an enclosed shop, and the candle is like dimly lit. You would imagine that it is open for emergencies, but it's kind of very like chill vibes, and you don't really see anyone going in or out of there in particular, but it seems open.
And doesn't necessarily mean that he couldn't be in there. So I'm going to kind of edge up to the doorway, just kind of peek in to try and see if I see Toddle.
All right. Vera, what are you doing?
Vera's gonna wait to see if the door is locked.
Okay.
And that's on me. I guess I was assuming that the door was open. But if I need to do like a whatever kind of check to see if it's locked, I will.
Vera's faster than you. Vera sees what you're is doing and just kind of like gets right in front of you. You barely see it because y'all are both damn near invisible. But go ahead and make an investigation check on the door, Vera.
Eight.
Wow, I'm scared for y'all to. I'm scared.
Would lock picking be investigation or sleight of hand?
Investigation.
I'm checking to see.
Yeah, checking to
Not
see.
actually-
Checking to see is investigation, but sleight of hand is actually, or locking picking tools is actually unlocking it. But Vera, as you kind of go over to investigate to see if it's locked or not, you find that it is indeed not locked. It is open.
Nice.
You relay that to Everin, and Everin, you are free to do as you wish.
All right. I will slowly engage the handle so as not to make any sound, or as little sound as possible, whether it's a turn or a pull or a button type one. And then I will just slowly edge the door open and look around.
It's a knob, and as you do so, why don't you go ahead and make me a stealth check?
I will do that.
You want that from both of us?
Nope.
19 total.
19 total?
Mhm.
You already added your bonus?
13 plus 6, yep.
Plus 6. You have
Plus 10.
I have a plus 6 in stealth. Oh, I guess
Plus 10.
passed without
plus
a
10,
trace.
so then 29.
Okay. You do it effortlessly, and it's like the magic around you is almost nullifying the sound around you as well. It's interesting when you open this door ever so slowly, you can feel the vibration of the door creaks. Like, this door is creaking right now, but the magic around you is helping to nullify that creaking noise, and you open it smoothly. The door is open.
What do I see inside?
As you peek in, you see a warm hearth in the back, and this very kind of orangey, warm room that has just tons and tons of metalwork in there, and it seems like there are a number of different small metal things, and there's bigger metal things, and it just seems like this is definitely a place that one would go to find scrap pieces of metal or something, or metal in general, just to bend to their will to make it whatever they would need. And you hear just the slightest tong, tong, tong in the area. And you hear a bit of chattering as well. And the part of the door that you're looking through, you're only kind of seeing that side of the room, near the middle. But on the other side, somewhere in the establishment, you hear kind of some chattering, some little chattering of people. And it just sounds like, they're just telling tales of their day.
Okay. On the other side of the door, where the hinges would be, is there a crack that I can look through to like peek at those people, see if Tuttle is there with them. I'm trying to do that without opening the door too much.
Yes, there is a crack.
Okay.
Always aim for the crack. As you peer through, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Since you're like actively looking through like something really small and trying to get all you can.
A 15. And yeah, 15.
15 total. You see like a group of herring gun, look like they're men or masculine presenting. They're just kind of around like some work tables, and they're talking as they're kind of doing things at the table. It seems very kind of upbeat, still slow and calm because it is twilight time. It is, kind of the resting time of the day for them. Averin, can you speak Sylvan?
No.
Okay. So it's like they're speaking like Common Ilvan. It's like they're going in and out of Common and Sylvan. It's like it's like how we in our world would think of Spanglish. It's like it's something similar to that.
I've heard my fair share of that. Yeah.
Yes. So they're going in and out of Common and Sylvan as they talk to each other. It's like when they it's like they almost only talk in Common when they're like really trying to like pack a punch with something. Maybe it's like a joke, maybe it's like a but and you do know that some cultures they do since Common is common, more popular or what have you, that often people when they're telling like the punchline of a joke or something to that effect, they end it in Common. But like they, that's what you're feeling in this conversation.
So nothing that I'm catching from their Common is indicating intentions that they may have towards us. It's all just like ribbing each other.
Pretty much, yeah. Just it sounds like they're just talking. I mean, it's hard for you to fully pick it up because you're only getting bits and pieces, but it sounds like they might just be shooting the shit, talking about their day.
All right. I'm going to turn to Vera and say, I don't think Tuttle is here. It just appears to be, some of the Harengon doing their work. And I slowly close the door.
Vera?
I think the next place we should look for would be an apothecary of some sort.
Good idea. Lead the way.
We look for an apothecary.
Give me an investigation check.
Man, at this point, I'm just hoping so bad we just find the library. 16.
16. Gotcha.
Also 16.
Wow, double 16s. Noted. Tuttle, you find your way to this elaborate looking. You want to go to the library, right?
Yes.
Okay. In the left ear portion of this town, you find this elaborate looking building. Not as tall as the inn, surprisingly enough. You typically know that libraries normally kind of tower over other buildings just because, knowledge in the world is very, very useful, and they don't make it so much like a temple, but it's like, hey, come here to look at the books that you might need or you might die.
Your college library where all the books are just like in rows and rows and rows. Yeah.
And you see this just elaborate building, and like the windows are kind of like very thin as they like move upward, and it seems to be like a 2-story kind of establishment. And this library is called Beauty's Plethora.
Okay. I'm gonna walk and see. I'll walk in and I'm gonna try to see if there's anyone there working, like a shopkeep or of some kind, or like not shopkeep, but a librarian.
Okay. As you go to enter the establishment, it is locked. It seems like maybe this isn't as important as other places in town, as maybe the folks here would think.
Okay, then I'm gonna lockpick. I'm gonna go invisible and lockpick.
Do you have a lockpick?
So, okay.
Yes, I do.
So,
Oh,
but
okay.
before anything happens, before you roll, before you do anything,
Yes.
Tuttle, you were extremely tired from your first battle when you got here, and even more so tired from the second battle that you were in when you got here. You haven't had a long rest or a short rest yet. Have you got your spell slots back? Are you able to do this?
Yeah. Yes.
Because you did go in
I'm checking
the
this one, yeah.
The last thing you did in the second fight before you found this town was go invisible, and it saved your life. I'm just making sure you have enough juice to do that.
According to my spell slots, I still have 3 for level 1, 2 for level 2, and 2 for level 3. Is that
Interesting. That's very interesting. Why don't you roll me a d20? No. Roll me a percentile die.
Okay.
Because there was so much used.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. You did roll up a d100, not
Yes.
a d20, right? Okay.
Yes.
As you go to try to envelop yourself in this invisibility magic, you're tired. You don't have juice. You're all out of juice.
Okay. We can be tired in this world.
Seems that way.
Okay.
I mean, you still have your lockpick. That's not magic.
Okay, so I can't use magic. Do I have a potion?
As Toddle thinks of a clever way to
I have a
get
potion
in
of
this,
invisibility.
to get in this library and come across that, that's where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
You found this bottle. Commercial.
Commercial.
Thank you guys for chilling with us. We are going to go into our break for about 10 minutes to stretch our legs, get some snacks. I've literally had a Hot Pocket here for like the past hour and a half. I'm about to devour it.
You can't let that shit get cold. You just gotta eat on stream.
It's okay. I was doing too much talking. It was fine. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. Be sure to enter !critical in the chat for your chance to win some critical dice. Maybe you can roll double 16s like these guys, huh? So
You definitely won't be rolling ones all night if you have critical dice. I promise.
I certainly haven't been.
All right, guys. See you soon.
Goodbye.
All right, and we are back. Hello, all. Hope everyone had a fantastic break. I'm going to collect the names that have been put on the list so far, but just in case, remember, if you have not already, enter !critical in the chat to enter in your chance to win some critical dice. As I collect those names, I'm going to give it to you guys. Just shoot the shit. Talk to the chat. Say what's up.
Hands up. Hands up, chat.
So I'm curious as to what the people in the chat may think of this suspicious Bunnyville that we're in.
Bunnyville. Bunnyland.
I just love the idea that they were like, yes, let us build a prison for rabbits. What shape should it be? A rabbit.
A bit. Yeah.
Chav Hunter, hello, friend. How you been? Good to see you.
Welcome.
I have green tea in my lungs.
Nice.
Honestly, this place, this little bunny spot, which we have proven fact that this is Flora's favored fluffle.
Which, by the way, I looked that up. The official term for a group of rabbits is a colony. I feel like Fluffle is the more internet age term for a group of rabbits. They were like, "Oh, that's
colony.
that's cuter," so that's what it is now.
No, yeah. Well, colony is used for. Hold on. All right, cool. Yeah, you can use colony, but there's multiple names for it. So, Fluffle, yes, it's cuter, but it's actually used for wild rabbit. Also colony, also nest, also herd if they're moving. Also, I think like a fluffin or something when they're like young and moving or something. There's a number of titles that they are given.
This is sus.
You can be sus all you want, but there's
I may be
multiple
the
names.
oldest person in this group, but that does not qualify me as an old person.
Actually, you're the only dad in the group, so I think
It's true.
I think maybe it does.
So, on the topic of what rabbits do, which is reproduce, I am the foremost expert.
Yeah, you are. You mastered it.
So my rabbit knowledge should be given at least some regard.
Credibility. Yep. Regardless, the hanging out in Buddingtown has been great. One of the nicer spots of this whole camp. It's like we've kind of gone from like hell, which was just like everything was bad, nothing is perfect, everything's gonna go wrong that will, and then we go over to this place, which is like close to godliness, you know.
I don't know. It's got kind of a Stepford Wives vibe to it.
Oh, it definitely does. That's true, but we're uncovering that. It's just the craziness of all the in this Crypt Creatures world, all of the the degrees of how things can be bad or good, and that's D&D in a nutshell, I suppose.
Possibly, I don't know.
Or it's just all bad. It's the bad's coming. That's what happens. We get tortured here on the Crypt Creatures channel.
I am Jedi. Hello, friend. How you doing? 86. But
Well, you know what? When this all goes to shit, we'll definitely walk away with a lot of lucky rabbit's feet.
There you
wow.
go.
Already,
Never seen the rabbits.
already, they've been nothing but nice to you, and you're already planning on taking all of their feet.
Oh my god.
Who's the real monster here? I ask you, Everin. Who's the real monster?
I'm just saying, if we have to cut our way through, waves of bunnies to get out of this place, might as well make good use of their feet.
Wow.
That's terrifying in itself.
Imagine the luck rolls that we'll get on future battles.
I'm sure Calamity would not want to be with us anymore.
I mean, he's not with us right now.
You guys,
That's a good point.
where did you get all of those feet?
You guys,
This
what
do-
happened?
this
Did
doesn't
I miss a memo?
This doesn't seem right.
Poor Calamity, my god. He's gotta get the good look sometime.
Where
Here
is
you
he
go.
right now?
Just tie all these bunny feet on like a necklace around his neck.
That's terrifying.
That's some
my-
dark shit.
That is some dark shit. You belong in Anne's campaign for sure. You are definitely, in my head, you are definitely no longer goody two shoes. You monster! Let's see. So why does Butters have on an emo Britney Spears? Butters is just in the mood to wear a wig today, and we said, all right.
And I'm gonna take my
I
wig off.
can wear a
now.
wig whenever I want.
You can.
Also,
Why wear a hat when you can wear a wig?
it's definitely a mullet.
Oh, now I hate it. Now I definitely hate it. Maybe I should I don't know, give you disadvantage or something. Like not a mullet. Not
See,
a mullet.
I feel
Joder.
like it doesn't give full mullet vibes unless you like tear the sleeves off your shirt and like are drinking a Coors Light.
I would, but this is one of my favorite shirts.
Oh
Fair
my
enough.
God. All right, peeps. It's time to roll this. Butter's way to bring it down with a mullet. Oh God. Anyway, so we have 7 on the list so far. If I roll a 1, it's gonna be Existential Nerd. 2, Agent Fox. 3, Storytime by Tig. 4, I Am Jedi. 5, The One Good Bean. 6 is JP Metric. And 7 is gonna be Chav Hunter.
Sorry.
You two? Alright, you're number 8. Mackenzie's number 8.
Exclamation point mascot. Lol.
Mackenzie. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Alright. Good luck to you all. 6. Who's 6?
Ooh.
JP Metric, congratulations. You just won yourself a pair of critical dice.
Easy.
Hit me up in the Discord. I think you know who I am in the Discord. I am DMGW Jadobi. Like, I am that guy. I think you know who I am. Hit me up in the Discord so I can privately get your deets so I can know where to send this. And even if you are out of country, I can give you a gift card for Critical Dice. We'll make it work. We are now going into our second giveaway of the night. We will call it when we wrap. Enter, for those of you who have not, enter exclamation point critical in the chat for the good. All right, jumping back into it. Hi, players.
Rabbits jump.
Huh.
You get a D4 inspiration. Damn you. Damn it. And like, just to let everyone know, I talked to Chris a couple of days ago and I was just like, I just caught like the 3 jokes from you that I missed last game. He was like, I tell jokes? What?
Well, because I just fly off the cuff with them. They don't
like,
leave a lasting
I
impression
see
to
'em.
me.
But like, if you look at his video, he even does like a but chump. Like with his hands, he does like the whole thing. Pow. All right.
Sometimes.
So getting back into it, Toddle, you happen upon a potion of invisibility in your bag, and you're like, oh, okay. Coming back to Vera and Avaran. You both rolled 16s for investigation, I think it was. What was it?
It was investigation.
All right. You're looking for Toddle.
Right.
So
but
as
specifically at the time, we assumed that Toddle would be at an apothecary.
Got you. And you do not know that you are leading this venture, Vera, and you are completely unfamiliar with the town and its layout.
Correct. Yeah.
So roll a D100, Vera.
It's either 83 or 38.
You have to know. Okay, so what's the double one? The one with the 2 numbers
It's 38.
on it? It's 38? Okay. So I was definitely looking for higher. I was looking for above 40, and also it had to be even number.
So close.
So close. So I'm going to say, yeah, I like to do that. I like to be like, all right, high or low, and like even or odd. I like to really fuck with it. All right, so as you are sneaking around town, under the cloak of twilight dust, unseen, you find yourselves, I mean, you don't know this, of course, but you find yourselves in the right ear section of this town, completely opposite of where Toddle is right now. And as you're moving along, you see a herring gun again going to and fro, not as many as earlier when you got here. Like I said before, it's definitely Twilight is definitely a time of rest here. However, there are some people that are like either just night owls or they run a place where they need around the clock support. So within this section of the town, you come across, where's my list? I actually have a list for this. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. You come across what looks to be an armory of sorts. You see on the sign, there's kind of like what looks like a shield, like one of those like diamond looking kind of shield things. It does have like a taller top. It's interesting. The top is like a straight line. It could just be a part of the design. It is well lit, though dim. Still, tired in this time of day. And it says above it, Spriggs Spriggans. That's what you see.
Do I have any context?
Context of what?
What the fuck a Spriggan is?
Does Butters know? Okay, roll for intelligence. Give me an intelligence check. We support here. We don't make fun of each other for not knowing things. So let me know that intelligence.
Mm-hmm. 19.
19, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you know that a sprig is a type of, the name anyway, originates from like tiny, like sticks, tiny branches. But it seems to be a name because you don't really, I mean, you see greenery around the area, but like there's greenery everywhere. But
so nothing around particularly screams like, these are things grown for medical purposes.
Nope. It's just Spriggans.
I
Does
feel
this
like we should keep looking.
As Vera says that, Everand, what do you do?
I was going to ask you, DM, if there is a window to this shop that I can look through.
There is a window in the shop that you can look through. Would you like to look through the window?
I feel like just walking up to the shop, I wouldn't necessarily get a sense that Tuttle wouldn't be there. So I think Averan would look through the window.
Okay. There's 2 windows you can look through. There's to get there, there's like 2 or 3 steps. It's a little bit higher than the ground. And there's 2 windows. There's one on either side of the doorway. Would you like to look through the left or the right?
Whichever one I am personally closer to. I don't want to have to climb over something to get to whichever one.
We'll say left then.
All right.
So as you go up to the window, it's interesting. This window was pristine. Usually, when you've done this in the past, you normally have to like clean it up a bit. Like people don't really take care of outward dusting and whatnot and frost and what have you. These are perfectly kept, and you look through and you see a desk with an old herring man that seems to be reading a book. His long mustache kind of drapes and kind of puddles on the countertop, and you can see that his fur, though it's warmly lit, His fur is like a sky blue gray, and he has like different parts of white. So his mustache is definitely like all white. His eyebrows are white. He has kind of like some like white marks like around his eyes. He does have these really long whiskers that comes up from each eyebrow. His ears are low. You're not familiar. You're only seeing like low ears from your calamity friend, your herring gun friend, from where you're from, and it normally is a symbol of like sadness, usually that you've kind of seen from calamity. But in this aspect, it just seems like this is an old man who's kind of tired, who is just taking some time to read a book. And you see along the walls and along like the different like shelves and stuff here, you understand now why that shield has kind of like this long like line at the top. This place, Spriggans, is a shovel shop. There's shovels everywhere. There's shovels of every size on the walls and on the desk and on the shelves. There's shovels in every size. There are some shovels that are just very artistic. There are some like little tiny shovels for like little kids that's like just starting to farm for the first time. There's ones with ribbons. There's one with like golden string. There's one, decked out in like greenery, like most things are. Like Sprig, and you feel like looking through this old man. His name is Sprig, and you feel like Sprig has made a fantastic company of just making shovels in this farm town.
Well, you're right, Vera. We should move on. Nothing but shovels in this shop.
All right.
I suggest we shove off.
Sounds about right. Where do you think we should try next? Or still look for an apothecary?
Well, I do think that's a good place to look for Tottle. He's always looking for ingredients that he can make potions with.
Okay.
So we continue on.
As you go further in this section, a little bit of ways away, I'm gonna say maybe like a block and a half or 2 blocks, you find the florist general shop, and that looks very apothecary-y. And as you make your way over, Tottle, we come back to you. You found a potion.
That I did. I do have one. I am going to drink it, and then I want to pick this lock.
Okay.
And I do have... I have thieves' tools.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the sleight of hand or your thieves' tools check. Whichever is higher.
I don't think I... Oh, wait. My thieves' tools, I don't think I have proficiencies in. It's just there.
I'll give you proficiency.
In thieves' tools? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My sleight of hand's only +1.
Go ahead and roll with your thieves' tools and use your proficiency.
Is that just a D20? Sorry. I've never
It
actually
is.
picked a lock. This is my first lock.
Oh, this is your first lock pick!
Wow.
We're excited. All right, so you're gonna roll a D20 like you do on normal skills, and for this in particular, you're going to add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency modifier.
Oh, okay.
Add
So
those 2
I
numbers to
rolled
your roll.
9 + 1 on my dexterity is a 10, and then my proficiency bonus is 4, so 14.
14. I think you were given something today. Did someone give you any inspiration or anything? Do you remember? I'll look at it later. Don't worry about it. 14. So as you put your skills to the test, you... Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. You unlock the door. Good thing you were invisible because that took some time for you to do.
Yeah.
And at least 3 Herringon walk past, so.
Okay.
The door is now unlocked. What do you wish to do?
Very quickly, open the door, go inside, close it behind him.
All right. Let me just do a quick.
Yee.
Okay. You go in, close it. There is sound. There is a, like, when you're, trying to, like, close it quickly, there is, I'm not going to say quite an echo, but, like, if anyone was around, they would have definitely heard, like, a log fall or something like that. But you are now inside the library. You are inside Beauty's plethora.
Yes, Beauty's plethora. Are lights on?
Lights are not on. It is
Is
dark
there
here.
anyone? Yeah.
Though, you know what? There is no twilight coming into the windows. The windows are like stained glass almost, like not in any kind of design, but they are kind of like shaded windows. I'm gonna say that there's no light in here whatsoever, and though you have dark vision, it is limited. So I'm gonna say you have dark vision. I think it's like 20 feet without light. So I'm gonna say 20 feet. You can see 20 feet around you, in of shades of gray and black. And as you look around, it's extremely dusty in here.
No one's been in there.
It is not perfect inside this building. This building is unkept. This building is dusty. There's an overgrowth of vines and plants and shrubs and bark around everything. It's as if this library was just forgotten. What do you do?
Good. Well, I wanted to speak with someone, but it looks like no one's here, and I'm invisible. So I am going to... Basically, my intentions of coming into this library are that I know Calamity exists in this world we're in, and I want to find out any information that details what happened to Calamity. And that was kind of my last thing for tonight, was to see if I could go to a library, see any, like, if there's like in Harry Potter, there's a restricted section, tells about events that are bad that have happened. I really just want to have Toddle go in there, and he'll know his knowledge, he'll know how to read a library, and just see what if he could find anything out about Calamity and why this place is what it is, and then basically if it's safe to stay here. So two reasons: Calamity, and is it safe to stay?
Okay. Why don't you roll me an investigation check?
$19.
19. I'm looking back at like the bits that were given.
Yes.
And Tig was just like, 100 bits. Can we get another cordial and nasty out of GW?
Cordial and nasty room.
So here you go. Cordial and nasty.
Flip that.
So, what did you roll for investigation?
19.
19. Noted. Avaran, Vera, we're back to you. You see this florist's general shop. Looks kind of like an apothecary to you.
This time, I guess Vera will take the lead, and I will go investigate the window.
Okay. As you go up to the window and you look through, it's beautiful. It's just like there are plants and greenery lining the walls, and on like, even like the seal of the window is like perfectly kept and bright and pretty and shiny. You see multiple things within the store, so you can safely assume that it is general for all goods. And on one side of the wall, you see a cascade, the same cascade that Tuttle saw, of greenery and fruits and flowers and just beautiful, beautiful things. And it looks like there are some flowers and like natural oils and juices in different kinds of containers. And you see, well, from here, there are some things that are like too tall for you to like thoroughly see everything. You see a couple of herringon here and there, like come in and out of sight as like kind of like they go through like kind of bookshelf type areas. But it's pretty still in here. What do you do?
I turn back to Avaron and like motion, like no one here.
Then I shrug and just kind of point in the way that we should go.
Okay.
Which,
I guess...
how far down that right ear have we gone?
Well, have we even noticed that we're close to like any edges or anything? Have we even noticed that it is in the shape of a rabbit?
You definitely have not noticed that it's in the shape of a rabbit. However, my question to you is, do you, as you continue on, are you like walking in like the same direction? So like you came from, the face, right? And then you went into the ear, and when you got into the ear, you saw a shop, looked at it, and then you kept going, saw a shop, then looked at it. Do you keep going in your same line of action, or?
Yes, that makes the most sense.
Okay.
All right.
So as you walk on, you see a couple more shops that look to be fully closed. You see, simple yet beautiful homes. And then you get to where kind of like the town kind of ends a little bit. There's always like, in my brain anyway, it's never like house, gate to the city. Like it's like house, and then like, some stretch time, some like, trees or greenery or like just green grounds, and then an exit. So as you go on, you pass the stretch of homes, and you see in the distance another archway. Looks exactly the same as the one that you guys came from, even though it's different. And from this point of view, it just looks dark, like black. So it's like this beautiful world, this twilight sky, this greenery, and then this tiny hole of black. What do you do?
How far are we from the archway?
I'm going to say a couple of yards. Maybe a yard or two.
Okay. In which case, then, I'm going to see if that archway says anything different. Like, we saw Flora's favor as we came in. I'm going to see if this says anything for anyone going out.
Okay. So as you walk up to this one, you see scripts on the side. Of course, you cannot read them because you do not speak or read Sylvan. And at the top, it says Flora's favor, Fluffle.
Okay. Well, this path didn't lead anywhere. Should we go back to where the road forked and go the other way?
I think that is the best idea.
Can you both make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure. Uh, 15 total.
21.
21. Avaran, the dark lands outside that archway look horrible. Worse than the other way you came in. Worse than anything you've seen. You see in the distance, in the far distance of the dark forest, on the dark horizon, something big looms up and down, almost like maybe like a long snake dragon or something. But the thing is, it's so far away on the horizon. How big is that thing up close? And you see movement between the brush. It's almost like you don't know if it's just the natural motion of these like gnarled branches, but it's almost like hands grasping. You see things squirm in the darkness. You don't want to be anywhere near this archway. You immediately leave it. You have to be at least 20 feet away. You don't say anything, you just move.
Mm-hmm.
Vera, you all of a sudden see Avaran face forward and just like, not sprint, but just like very fast-paced walk away from the area.
Where are you going? Slow down.
We don't want to go that way. We want to go any way but that way.
If you insist, that wasn't the plan anyway. Let's just calm down. Don't blow our cover. Shh, it's okay. Now just follow me, and then Vera's gonna take the lead.
As
and
you
kind of like get us back from like going to like trunk to trunk and not being out in the open.
As you try to calm Avaran, you remember that you saw him shaken after the fight in the Darklands. You never said anything about it. And you're not used to seeing Avaran shaken or afraid or going away from something. This seems very, very off, Vera. But as time goes on, you two eventually find Beauty's Plethora. A tall, not as tall as the inn, but a tall building, and it has like scroll, like a symbol of a scroll and like a book. Toddle, did you lock the door behind you? Oh, are you?
No.
Okay. What do you two do?
That is odd. Wait, did you even close the door?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You think they got some books?
That would certainly be something Tottle would do.
It does look closed. Lights are off. This is one of the few buildings with the lights off.
Let us go check. You want to try the door?
I will. And I just like the other shop that I opened the door to, very gently open turn the knob or pull the handle, whatever it is, and slowly open the door. And do I hear anything in the shop? Any rustling of papers or?
Firstly, why don't you go ahead and make me a stealth check?
I will do that. Oh, natural 20.
Okay, yeah, there is just no sound. No sound at all. You're perfectly silent. Toddle, I believe you got like a 19 on intelligence in here?
Yes.
Okay. So, you've been here for a while. It took the two some time to get here.
Okay.
You, through different scrolls and different books, you find that this place is heavily, like this knowledge is obscured. And that a lot of these books are kind of almost written, or the ones you look at anyway, are kind of almost written in someone else's aspect. Like, none of these are just like, speaking, not from myself or whatever, but all of these writings are from an entity. And the things that are written are things of sadness, things of imperfection, things of scars, things of death, things of endless self-hate, things of boundless fear, and there's a very, very small section. It's a corner of a corner. There is a scroll that once you kind of like glance over it, it speaks of a bit of possible hope. However, it's written very like sarcastically. Like, hope, yeah, right. There is no name. The author of these inscriptions, they've all been scribbled out. And there was another thing that you were looking for. Is this place safe? You know what, Mackenzie, defined Toddle's understanding of safe.
Yes. So, with the occurrences that happen, basically, I think what Toddle would try to do is he very much felt those presence that happened whenever, like, we mentioned anything about Calamity or anything.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to find out what that is. Like, what? Basically, he's going through history to try to find out why at the mention of Calamity's name, things go awry, and why, and I guess defining safe. Can we sleep? Can we stay here, or are we gonna get killed? Is his definition of sleep. Like, can I take a long rest without getting myself killed? Because as of right now, he wants to get the hell. He wants to take them and get them the hell out of here as soon as possible. So he's defining, basically, if this is
Okay.
If at the mention of Calamity Will,
I understand.
because we have his like we have his knowledge in our brains, which I think makes us a target. So
Okay. Well, so firstly, safe. You know, no one comes in here. Like no one comes in here to clean. No one comes in here for absolutely anything. Though it is not comfortable in here. It's very strange because even like the regular level of discomfort like that someone would feel sleeping on the floor of like a library or what have you and not a bed, here in this building it's worse. Conditions are horrible. It's cold. Heat has not touched this area in a while it seems. The floor is uneven. The floor is broken in some places. Things are not leveled. And it's like a lot of the overgrowth here is spiky. And it's taken over a lot of this building. So will anyone find you here? Probably not. But will you be comfortable will you be able to get a full rest here? Also probably not. And at that, Averin and Vera, you walk in silently and see nothing, but you probably hear some things. You probably do hear parchment kind of like unwinding and winding and like something like books being opened. Like it's not crazy loud, but you do hear it in the dead of silence.
Does it have a kind of a frenzied sound to it?
Yes.
Avran's gonna whisper, "Tata."
That sounds about right to me.
Ooh, just before you guys go into it, thank you so much for the raid, -2 charisma. I hope you had a fantastic stream. Tell us about it in chat. Tails911, what's up? Welcome. Everyone who just came over from -2 charisma, we are having a giveaway. Type in !critical in the chat to enter into win a free pair of critical dice. Have at it and welcome. Again, !critical in the chat. Thanks, guys. Back to you, Vera.
Find
it, get it back.
Okay. Let us see.
I
Where was it going?
had just whispered
Yes.
Toddle's name.
You had just informed me that you suspected it was Toddle, and I was going to say, let us not give away our position. We don't know if Toddle may have some friends or might be in need of assistance.
Is it quiet enough that I hear that?
Were you trying to be stealthy about that, Vera?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
With +10.
Advantage +10 and my normal +11.
Yeah.
So that's 13 plus 11
Yeah.
is 24 plus 10, 34. All right, I think I'm good.
I think you're good too, friend. I think you whisper that perfectly to Averin. Toddle, you're alone. You're alone and safe, question mark? So Vera and Averin, take it away, because as we know, Toddle is a busy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will kind of sneak down the rows or aisles or whatever towards the sound of the rustling, and when I see Toddle,
you don't see Toddle.
I'm invisible.
I don't
invisible.
see Toddle. Toddle's invisible.
Wait,
You might
I do.
You might hold on. Averin, you may see movement of books and parchment and scrolls, but you do not see Toddle. Vera,
They need to be within 30 feet of me.
So you don't see Tuttle yet. You just kind of see or hear what Everin sees and hears.
I will sneak towards the sound.
You do so. You rolled a 57. I don't know.
I'll roll again. Let's
No,
go.
don't do it. Don't do it. Just go. Someone had a natural 20 to sneak in here. You have like a 28 for stealth. No one knows you're here. You can do whatever you wish. You walk up to the sound.
I like to call it a 360 no scope. All right.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the sound. Vera, Avrin, are you behind Vera? What are you doing?
Oh, you guys are invisible too.
Well, we're passing without a trace.
Got it. Right.
Not quite the same.
You guys just like, whoo, where is everyone?
Well, I would imagine we can still see like the papers rustling around.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I said, yeah. Mhm.
So it's like, we get to have a general idea of where Tuttle is.
Okay,
But Vera rolled, so I will follow his or their lead.
Okay, Vera, you walk right up to. So you see books, you see parchment, you see like flipping, you see like unraveling. Like you can imagine. You personally actually don't even have to imagine because you can see invisibility. You see an invisible Tuttle. You see the outline, almost like Tuttle is a ghost or something. But like just like going through and just like reading multiple things at like one time, and Tuttle doesn't notice either of you.
All right. Vera's gonna look around, make sure no one's got the drop on Tuttle.
Go ahead and give me an investigation. Well, actually, no. Perception.
Disadvantage because it's pure darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Would my blind sight no, never mind.
Nothing. Nothing! What'd you get?
Let me do some math.
Oh. Sounds like it might be high.
3.
Really? Really? Okay.
No, sorry. Wait. 6.
Okay. Yeah, no, y'all
I looked at the wrong number. I looked at nature and I was like, I could have sworn my wisdom was higher than that.
Yeah, no. Not a soul around. It's just you three.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Vera's gonna crack a half smile,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're gonna like tickle Tuttle like around their center. Like,
Tuttle, unknown hands come. Unknown something starts to touch you and tickle you. What do? You thought you were alone this entire time.
So Tuttle is a rock gnome, who, is very much filled with tinkering. I like to imagine if anyone ever surprised Tuttle.
Mm-hmm.
So he likes to throw glitter.
Okay.
So a lot of like Tuttle's like flavored versions of like making inventions and casting spells have glitter in them.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just like, I like glitter. It's, a part of my gnominess
Mm-hmm.
to be goofy and do fun things. So glitter and confetti are like his thing. And I like to think if he's sitting there reading scrolls, can't hear a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden something's like touching him and he's like getting tickled by it, he would just like it would just be like a cloud of glitter, like just I don't know exactly how it would come from him, but it's going to be glitter.
I need both.
He gets so scared that
Mhm.
the glitter shakes off him.
I need both Vera and Avaran to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw. Wow.
Yep.
To get yassified.
Okay.
15.
15 for you. Okay.
11.
11 for you. Tuttle, what's your spell DC? Is it 15, 16?
I think it's 16.
Take a
I think
gander.
it's 16. 16.
You both fail. So all of a sudden, this sparkle dust / sand fills your eyes, fills your lungs. You start coughing uncontrollably, and your eyes burn, and you are now making noise. Can you give that to me right now? Can you give that to me?
Oh God! Total, it's us, Jesus.
What can I say? I think we deserved that.
And until you fully clean out your eyes and cough up the rest of this glitter, you both have disadvantage on all perception checks because it burns to see. And
go ahead.
Tuttle, you hear Vera and Avaran say this and cough and do all the things. Am I to suppose that you got Avaran and that's over. So even with the pass without a trace, after that just loud noise from you, it's gone. Like your cover is blown.
Well, I mean,
you're seeing
it's
now.
a spell, so
I was gonna say concentration is broke for everyone, right?
Yeah. So Talo, you're still invisible, but you look and you see your friends coughing up a storm from your glitter.
So I know that I was treating it like it when with the invisibility potion. I'm not 100% sure. I did because it's an ingestion thing. I'm not sure because usually invisibility is concentration. Obviously, concentration. This was broken, so I want to break it. I want to break the invisibility, but I don't know.
You're smart enough to do so. You can break it if you like.
Okay, yeah. I want to break it and be like, oh.
So as everyone becomes visible, one in a cloud of glittering sand and coughing and burning eyes, and the other one laughing at the other two like, oh, we're gonna come to a close there for this game tonight. Very sleuthy episode. I did not think that was gonna happen. I had something else
if
in mind.
Sleuthies, you think like an episode of fucking Blue's Clues.
Or Scooby-Doo.
Good shit. I loved all of it. So I am 1 going to roll for the next dice winner, and 2 going to look for the next party to raid. While I do so, you guys can talk to chat, think about a raid message, do the thing for me.
Oh, I have one. I have one for us already.
You want to share it?
Yes, I do. I posted it a while ago. Where is it? Oh no.
Oh no.
I have to go back. I had it a while ago.
For anyone still here from the raid, enter !critical to have a chance to win some free dice.
Do you not want free dice?
Free dice.
I dare you, though.
I dare you. I dare you.
I dare you. I triple dog dare you.
You won't do
Only
it.
Wouldn't.
All right.
There's always a crack.
So that is the raid message because I thought when Gino you said that was funny.
All right. So,
Did
he say always go for the crack or something?
He was like, "There's always a crack."
Yeah, that was something I said.
Don't
ask me to remember.
Jeez.
All right. So this, I'm gonna get a stealthy die. Ooh, let's do. This is very pass without a Tracy. This right here, right? Let's see if we can focus on that. Let's see if we can.
Yeah. It looks very translucent.
It is.
Are you gonna roll on a die that's not a critical die?
Who said this wasn't a critical die? Who
I
said
don't know.
that? So I'm gonna roll a D10. We have 9 on the list. I will 1, Existential Nerd. 2, Agent Fox. 3, Story Time by Tig. 4, I Am Jedi. 5, The One Good Bean. 6, JP Metric. 7, Chav the Hunter. 8, Mascot. 9, Butters. Good luck to you all.
Hey.
Doo-doo. Here we go. 4. For I Am Jedi. Congratulations. You have just won yourself a pair of critical dice.
Easy.
I Am Jedi. Hit me up in the Discord so I can know your deets, so I can send you some stuff and we do the thing. All right. Now that we've done that, I'm going to look for someone to raid. So, guys, talk to chat. Take it away. Give me some time.
That was a good episode.
You liked it? You had fun?
That was a fanabulous episode. I enjoyed that very much.
Aww.
You're doing so well. You're one thing I'm noticing that you do really, really well that I haven't ever had any DM do is you're able to bounce back. You're really good at coordinating the time management and bouncing back and forth with a split party. I feel like that's a scarier skill for a DM that I am terrified of, and you're doing it phenomenally.
I suspect he has a timer.
You. I don't. I'm going with the flow.
Liar.
But thank you.
Liar.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mackenzie. Because I know, like, it can, as a player, I know it could be very challenging when, like, it's only on, like, a set of people for, like I guess, like, the first half, and then it's you the second half, and it's like, I don't know.
Oh, you mean when you come onto a stream and then...
Shut up! I don't want... Shut up! And I just, I like to, I try to do it like I imagine, like, you know, like a movie or like a TV show. Like, you go from, like, person to person. So I try to do that. I'm not a master by any means, but I'm happy you enjoyed that. Thank you.
Nah, I can definitely see, like, you know, your dope editing skills at work. You're, like, doing the multi-feed bullshit, but, like, in real life without the multi-feed.
Thanks, guys. Oh my god. I love you.
You also said...
Oh, go ahead.
I said he also sets a good mood.
True. Very true.
Thank you. What mood did you feel today?
Let's see. There was...
Venom.
Yeah, for real.
Well, like, for example, I was definitely feeling the horror vibes as I looked through the archway and just saw the nightmares lying beyond.
That's true. The description of both the shopkeep at the general store and the archway that I did investigations on were both very detailed.
Also, your voice work is getting better.
Ooh.
But I know you and Gary have been working on that, right?
No. I worked with Eric on that project, remember?
Dope.
But but me and Gary do have a plan to do some fun voice stuff together.
Oh my god! Yes.
Yeah, we love it. It's fun. All right, so I have found some people that I'm unfamiliar with, and it seems like pretty cool, pretty chill. So let's go say hi to them. Let me write down this name so I don't forget how to spell
Fuck it up.
Yeah. Fuck it up.
Send them over.
Fuck it up.
Hoop head. Hoop shoot 200.
To all of our cool people in chat, like, what was your favorite part about tonight? Like, what antics kind of, like, stayed with you guys that these crazies did?
Oh, it should have been when I realized one of the dice I was rolling was a spin down, not a actual D20.
I don't think you ever said that to us. I don't think you ever said that.
I only just realized.
What's a spin down?
Nice.
So see on this dice it goes 20, 19, and then you can, like, kind of spin it down. So all the high numbers are on this side and all the low numbers on this side.
Oh, wait, why?
Because you use it as a counter.
Got it. Oh, for magic. Got it.
Oh.
Well, you're a goofy goober. Wait, does that actually affect anything if the numbers?
It gives it a, I think it's like a 0.2% like difference, and in its randomization is very small. Everyone likes to be like, oh, it makes total difference in the world. It doesn't change the odds as much.
Okay.
I feel like it would just edge it a little bit more towards, like, the good or bad. It's like you're either on the low side or the high side, as opposed to just
Yeah.
like, you know, even chance all the way around.
Got it.
Well, because the way that a d20 is randomized is it goes like
Mhm.
1, and then on the opposite of 1 is 2, and then on the opposite, and then you go 3, and then an opposite of 3 is 4. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Like kind of, yeah.
I'm looking at that now.
Actually,
It's
on the
fun.
opposite of 2 is 19 on mine, and on the
Wait,
Sorry.
yeah. Let me see this.
Wait, how am I doing this? No, yes, you're right. It goes 1, opposite side 20.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it's 2, opposite 19. So they count down to meet in the middle. I
Whoa.
know a lot of things, but I'm also very stupid, chat.
Incorrect. You're very smart. 1, 2. That is so crazy. I never knew about dice. Huh.
Oh yeah, just wait till I start throwing spin downs at you, and then I get them all confused with your d20s.
All right.
Hmm.
Here we go. So.
I would say high whiz, low int. I'm smart enough to figure things out. I'm not smart enough to retain the full aspect of the knowledge.
All right.
I'm the opposite.
All right, friends. We are now going to Dice Legends. When you get in
Nice.
there, say hi. Copy and paste Toddle's message. Let me copy that right now.
Echoways.
Copy. All right. So when you get in there, send them our love. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.